Season 16 brought on the Witch Queen and brand new Void 3.0, and I'll be real, if you are currently using my old NEZAREC'S Sin build, you're not too far off from the build I'm going to present today, but this is updated with the newest fragments and aspects, and I'm going to teach you how to get Nova Bomb really fast, because that's exactly what I was asked. So here we go, we're starting with the NEZAREC'S Sin Exotic Helmet. This gives you increased ability energy recharge rate with void damage kills, including kills with weapons. This also generates your super, so it's going to be your class ability, your grenade, your super. It's excellent. A word about general armor mods. These are going to be based on the RNG of your armor sets. Put it where you need to put it for yourself. Don't copy mine because your stats are probably different. I go for at least 70 resilience, at least 60 recuv. I like to have my intellect around 50. I'll go up to 70 if I can. I won't cap it. I mean, if I had a triple 100 build in all of those stats, that would be amazing. But the stats I use get me through raids, GM Nightfalls, everything. They work perfectly fine. Those are kind of like the tripping points for different things. Like, you're not going to get one shot by most things at 70. If you're 80, 90, and 100 resilience, that's going to help you with different kinds of damage, especially in Crucible, but I don't really play Crucible, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Starting with the general armor mods, we have Ashes to Assets. This is one that I have been using for a very long time because I do mostly grenade builds. My goal is to charge grenades as fast as I can and get grenade kills, and every grenade kill gives me super energy. I pair this with Axion grenades, which we'll go over more later. But if you double stack these, if you do double Ashes to Assets, you'll get even more energy. But I chose to go with Harmonic Siphon so that rapid weapon final blows with the damage matching my subclass type, so my Gnawing Hunger or whatever I'm using for my energy weapon, will create an Orb of Power. If I'm doing ad clearing with my kinetic weapon, then I will go with the Kinetic Siphon. So these are interchangeable. Of course, I don't really have room for this one on this particular build, so make sure you have a Void energy weapon. Firepower is the Charge with Light mod that gives you back, I think a lot of these have gotten nerfed. I think it's giving me like 20 to 30% of my grenade back. It might still be giving me 40 when I chuck that grenade. It's really that simple. Just throw the grenade, get some energy back. On to the gauntlets, we're going with Elemental Charge. This is what is going to charge us with light. We used to use Taking Charge, and if I'm in raids, I'll still go with Taking Charge because people are just producing orbs like crazy. But for solo play, if you're doing an ability build, Elemental Charge is really good because you can just make a ton of wells. It's absolutely amazing. So if I'm making Void Wells, I'll get 2 stacks of Charge with Light, and my build here maxes at 4. So I just keep feeding myself wells every time I use an ability that uses a stack of light. So I'm always charged with stacks of light. Impact Induction has always been my backup armor mod for my melee, so in this build and in my previous build as well, melee kills will charge grenade energy. Well, what happens if you don't get a kill? Because face it, Warlock melees often don't kill a full health enemy. You have to like lower their health a little bit and then smack them in the face with a charged melee. Well, if you don't get that charged melee kill, this is the backup, and of course I have these stacked, so it's ×2. Causing damage with a melee attack will reduce your grenade cooldown. So this gives me even more grenade charge. So pairing this up with the Charge with Light mod that we have on our helmet, Firepower, and then having the ability that we'll go over later where we get melee kills, that gives us grenade energy. And then having Impact Induction, we're constantly feeding our grenade energy, which is great because that's really what this build is about. For the chest armor, unfortunately, there's not a lot of good perks on the chest armor. I try to save the higher cost mods for this, but there really aren't any high cost mods that we have on this particular build. I'm using Elemental Ordnance, so picking up an Elemental Well will grant energy to my ability with the lowest current energy. And then picking up Void Wells for this build, it will grant energy to all of my abilities. But Elemental Ordnance, what makes it unique is defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well. So this is what's making the wells in this build. And then right now I have double sniper resistance, and then I'm using thermoshock plating. This is a season mod out of the artifact. I put this on all my characters. I mean, come on, it's reducing incoming solar and arc damage, and we're taking a lot of both this season. Leg armor is where you put all your healing mods and a little bit of ability regeneration. So I have Innervation on here. This reduces my grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. So there you go. More grenade cooldown stuff. Recuperation is really cool. This is going to give you back about 50% of your health for each orb of power that you pick up. And then Heal Thyself, another great thing. This is a Charge with Light mod, so we're feeding this with those elemental wells. While you are charged with light, grenade final blows heal you and consume only 1 stack of Charge with Light. This thing has saved my butt so much. If you're doing a lot of solo stuff, highly recommend Heal Thyself. And finally, we're going with the very classic Bond loadout. We are doing double bomber as always. This will give us back, I believe, about 40% of our grenade energy by putting down our well or our rift. And then having supercharged on this build allows me to get a max of 4 stacks of Charge with Light mods. On to the exciting part, the Voidwalker subclass. We are using Nova Bomb Cataclysm. This is Slova Bomb. I can't get away from Slova Bomb. It's just too good, and it's great in Mayhem when you shoot it with your hand cannon. It splits and goes after everybody. You need to shoot it before your enemies shoot it. But this is still by far my favorite. The only time I use the other Nova Bomb that just like flumps onto the ground is when I'm fighting Riven. Then I'll toss that Nova Bomb to sit at her chin, because you don't want to hit her eyes. For the Rift, I'm still using the Healing Rift. I've got to have the healing. There's a lot of healing in this build, and it's incredibly useful. I really have no reason to use Empowering, but we are going to explore this in future builds. Strafe Glide. Look, everyone has their preference on jumps, but if you're not good at Warlock jumping, use Strafe Glide. Check out my jumping for Warlocks video. It's one of the first videos I ever made. I'll post it in the I'll post it in the description below. But this is what you want to use if you're not good at Warlock jumping. Pocket Singularity, launch an unstable ball of void energy that detonates when it nears a target. This is the new Void melee. It is. I was a little weirded out by it at first because I wasn't used to it. I'm used to like the stand still, like just smack someone in the face melees. But this thing is hella powerful. It is amazing. You don't have a choice. This is the only melee. Enjoy. Axion bullet grenades are still my top pick for grenades. These things will always seek something out and kill it. You want these for healing. You want these for maximum damage. You want them for feeding your super. This is the key to this build. The Axion bolt grenade. 100% use it. On to the aspects, we are using Chaos Accelerant. So I've been using this forever on Top Tree Nova Bomb, and this I knew for a fact I was going to use this. This is what charges your grenade. So you hold down your grenade button to overcharge your grenade, and then you throw it out. This is what makes Axion Bolt grenades so wonderful, and you can even get a lot of kills in Crucible with these things. Feed the Void, I got really excited when this was added, and I'm basically using the Top Tree Nova Bomb kit because it's really powerful, but I always wished I could use Devour with the power of Top Tree, and now I can. This is Devour, guys. So every time I kill something with a Void ability, it activates Devour, and every kill I get while Devour is activated heals me. So there you go. It's a DPS healing build. That's it. You kill things, you heal. You kill things, you heal. It's so easy, you don't even have to think about it. Echo of Expulsion onto the fragments. Void ability final blows cause targets to explode. This again is coming over from the old Top Tree Nova Bomb. I'm a huge explosion fan. I've always used this. I will always use this. And it's got to be on this build. It's entertaining, and it does help with like little mini chain reactions. Echo of Exchange, melee final blows grant grenade energy. I was telling you about this earlier. This is another remnant from the old Top Tree Nova Bomb. So you have to get kills. Remember I was saying for the gauntlets that the impact induction mod, that will give you grenade energy if you don't actually secure the kill. You just have to do damage. But this will give you a lot of grenade energy if you actually get an ability kill with your melee. Echo of Reprisal final blows when surrounded by combatants grant super energy. Okay, I don't know if this came from a previous tree or not. This wasn't on one that I used, but yeah, please. We're all about getting that super. That's what this build is about, grenades and super energy. So there you have it. That's my Nova Bomb build in a nutshell, guys. This thing is super powerful. You can take it into any encounter, and you're going to do really well with it. If you'd like to support this channel, liking and commenting on the videos tells YouTube to share these videos with others who may find them useful. If you'd like to provide monetary support to help keep this channel up and running, visit my locals and subscribe star communities.